Hello students, how are you? Student, yesterday I explained first part of the lesson, and in that part I was telling you that after reaching Cape Town, the narrator hired two crewmen, Herb Sizzler and Larry Vigil, for taking their help during the voyage. And after hiring the crewmen, he moved towards east. Now I am going to explain second part of the lesson. On our second day out of Cape Town, we began to encounter strong gales. The narrator is saying, on the second day out of Cape Town, the writer and all the persons in the ship faced strong winds. Means on the second day out of Cape Town, strong winds started blowing. For next few weeks they blew continuously. The narrator is saying the strong winds blew continuously for the next few weeks. Gales did not worry me, but the size of the waves was alarming. Up to 15 meters as high as our mainmast. The narrator is saying gales did not worry him, but the size of the waves worried him. The size of the waves was alarming, was dangerous. The size of the waves was near about 15 meters. It was the waves were as high as the main mast of the ship. Student, what is the meaning of mast? Mast is the combination of the bamboos and canvas. Canvas is attached to the bamboos, which are connected to the body of the ship for blocking the passage of air in order to create pressure, air pressure, so that ship can move ahead. December 25 found us 3,500 km east of Cape Town. Narrator saying on December 25 he found that he found that the ship was 3,500 km away from Cape Town. Despite atrocious weather, we had a wonderful holiday complete with the Christmas tree. Writer saying despite terrifying weather, atrocious weather, they celebrated Christmas Eve with the complete Christmas tree. Means the narrator enjoyed even in the direst situation. New Year's Day saw no improvement in the weather, but we reasoned that it had to change soon, and it did change for the worse. The writer saying New Year's Day saw no improvement. Weather was not improved even during the New Year's Day. The narrator and the persons who were in the ship were thinking that the weather would change soon, and it did change for the worse. Yes, and I saying weather was changed, but it became worse than before. At dawn on January 2nd, the waves were gigantic. The writer saying at the dawn of January 2nd. Students, what is the dawn? The meaning of dawn is the period just before the daybreak. And the narrator is saying at dawn on January 2nd, huge waves started flowing in the ocean. We were sailing with only a small storm jib and were still making 8 knots. Narrator is saying that they were sailing with only a storm small sail. Jib means sail. Sail means like a canvas which is connected to the bamboos. Right, the narrator is saying that they were sailing with only a small star jib and were still making 8 knots, and they were covering 8 knots. Knot, students, knot is a sea mile. 1 knot is equal to 6080 miles, and they were covering 8 knots. As the ship rose to the top of the each wave, we could see endless, enormous seas rolling towards us. The narrator is saying, as the ship rose with the each wave, because the narrator was sailing the ship on the ocean, that is why, and in the ocean waves were flowing, huge waves. That is why ship was racing with the huge wave. And when ship rose at the top of the huge wave, then narrator could see endless huge sea which was being appeared moving towards them, toward the ship. And the screaming of the wind was, and spray was painful to the ears. The narrator is saying that the howling of the wind, that the soughing sounds of the wind, soughing or howling sound of the winds, and the spray of the water was howling sound of the sea, and the sound of spray of the water was painful to the ear. To slow the boat down, we dropped the storm jib and lashed the heavy mooring rope in a loop across the stern. For the narrator is saying, to slow the boat down, to slow the speed of the ship, to slow the speed of the ship, they dropped the storm jib, they removed the storm jib, they removed the sail. That is why when they removed the sail, then the passage of air was not blocked, and ship could not move ahead. For slowing the speed of the ship, they dropped the storm jib and fastened the heavy mooring rope, fastened the heavy rope in a loop across the stern, across the back part of the ship, which was hulled. Back portion of the ship was hulled. That is why they fastened the heavy mooring rope in a loop. Heavy mooring rope in a loop with the stern. Then we doubled lash. Everything went through our life raft drill, attached lifelines, done oil skin and life jacket and waited. After that, the writer, the narrator and the persons, Larry Vigil and Herb Sizzler, fastened the ship, fastened the other parts of the ship with the stern with a double rope, and they put on waterproof covering on their bodies and their life jackets, and they attached to themselves with the lifelines, and they were ready with the lifeboats and started waiting for the impending disaster. Now student, I think you will have understood the meaning of this part of the lesson. I request you to read and write the explanation in your fair notebook, and tomorrow I will explain next part of the lesson. Thank you and have a nice day.